180 days after they touched the land in Cuba.
Well, as I have mentioned during the presentation, I met a large, broad scope of different stakeholders, both from governmental and non-governmental area, including many civil society organizations. The answer to the first question is very simple. I haven't faced any impediments to meet people, although I need to mention that some of the requests I was sending to people from the non-governmental sector were not responded, so people didn't want to talk to me.
Also, the impossibility of domestic tests and the impossibility to procure equipment of the international quality control standards reportedly.
To account that one of the standards of country visits is confidentiality. Therefore, I'm not naming the sources of information, as well as I'm not naming the institutions which refuse to meet me. At the same time, what I can say that I was trying to adhere to all standards, including maximum comprehensiveness and verification of information, and coming to the effect on the vulnerable groups, indeed, as I have mentioned in the report, usually unilateral sanctions, and in the case of Cuba, they are definitely affecting the whole population. But the more vulnerable a person is, the more he or she is affected. For the communities with low income, with high hyperinflation, as well as with scarcity of resources, it becomes very complicated even to get access to proper nutrition.
Online platforms and products, including educational materials and training courses.
When we are talking about people suffering from specific severe diseases or people with disabilities, they are affected the most in the current shortage of medicine, as well as the possibilities in the sphere of healthcare. As I have reflected in the report, 69% of medicine necessary for people in Cuba are not available. That's why we currently observe the growing mortality rate. It's very obvious under the WHO statistic that Cuba used to have the highest life expectancy in the region, but now this life expectancy has been reduced because